A man's wife died after giving birth to one son. The man did second marriage and he got another son from his second marriage. There was a difference of 10 to 12 years between them. Rather a difference of 8-9 years. After the second son was born, the father died and his second wife also died. The elder son got married, his wife came to the house. Now those brothers had different mothers but same father. So the elder one who was born from the first mother got married. So far they did not have any child. On the other hand, the younger brother who was born from second wife became unwell. As he was ill, they got him treated. During treatment, definitely money is spent. So the duo of husband and wife discussed amongst themselves that a lot of money will be spent in his treatment. So why don't we give him poison and let him die? They spoke to a doctor about it and said that we plan to do so. He is unwell and people will think that he has died a natural death. The doctor said, I will charge 500 rupees. They had a lot of property and he was the heir to 50% of the property. So they, by giving 500 rupees, cleared their obstacle and got him killed. Relatives thought that he had died because of the illness. The saga ended. On the other hand, his wife became pregnant and they both had a son. Their happiness had no bounds. They nurtured the child with a lot of fondness and love, and in a few years he became a healthy youth. He was healthy. During those times, parents used to marry off their children. At the age 12 or 13, they got him married. A few days after marriage, that child became unwell. So for his treatment, they consulted every doctor, even from far-flung places. They also consulted exorcists. Whatever money people had demanded, whether 1,000 or 20,000, they spent it. They gave whatever the doctors demanded, but there was no result. Half of his property got sold, but that son became bedridden to the extent that his skeleton started becoming visible. One day the father was sitting next to his son. The boy said, "Hey brother, do one thing. Prepare for my funeral and arrange for a shroud and wooden logs for pyre. Our scores are now even, and only the money pertaining to the wooden log and shroud is outstanding. Arrange that." Now that person thought that his son has become mentally disturbed to such an extent that he's calling me brother. So he said, "Son, I'm your father." The son replied, "No. You are my brother. Contemplate, I'm your that brother whom you had got killed by poisoning. I have come to your house to take revenge and to take whatever is mine and whatever was my right in the property. Whatever my share was, that has been utilized. Now only yours is remaining." And then he suffered a grave shock. He recalled his misdeeds. Then he asked, "Please tell me one thing, whatever sins I committed have come in front of me. I only had one child and now there is no possibility of having another one. My lineage has come to an end. But tell me one thing, whatever wrong we did has come in front of us. But now this girl who has come home after marrying you, but what sin has your wife committed? She will be burnt alive in your pyre because at that time, Sati tradition was being practiced. She is going to be burnt alive along with you in your pyre. What sin has she committed?" Then his son asked, "Where is that doctor who gave me poison?" The father replied, "He died 4 years after your death." So the son said, "She is that same evil soul and now she will be burnt alive." And the same happened. on saying this boy died. So here God says in Suksham Ved that एक लेवा एक देवा दूतम, one has come to collect the debt and the other has come to pay it back. और कोई किसी का पिता न पूतम, ऋण संबंध जुड़ा एक ठाटा, अंत समय सब बारा बाटा. Just take it as a final verdict, whatever you have, son or daughter, father or son, or a mother, or a wife, you have some outstanding debt with them and you will have to pay it back. For instance, we have to repay a loan to someone, but our income is not enough, so we always remain in fear and feel embarrassed. And if our income becomes good, then we will happily pay off the debt. One can have a debt, it is no big deal. So now God will give you such a job, such a worship, you just put your effort in His worship. And by doing this worship, all your debt will be easily cleared then, whether it is of son or daughter. And then the Almighty has a power. Masa ghate na til badhe, vidna likhe jo lekh, sacha satguru met kar, upar maar de mekh. If you have some debt credit amongst yourself and you come under the refuge of God, He will cancel that debt as if it were His own debt. And He relieved you from that. God says, I will take care of your children, I will look after them, I will create good destiny for them, therefore you become debt-free. You will also get liberated and children will also get liberated. God will clear the debt between you two. For instance, once people had taken loan from the government. It was becoming very big. The interest on which had multiplied. People were having a lot of problems. Some farmers had even committed suicide due to that debt. And then the government absolved it. As a result, everyone was free. The tension was gone after that. So in this way, God Kabir is like this true government. He will clear all your debts. He will clear your mutual debts. Then we will do bhakti. We will make such a law which would be acceptable to everyone. On the basis of this knowledge, we will not do any expense in marriage. Even in future, we will not delve in any give or take between children because then it will create debt on one another again. So children will also understand this, even the daughters. We are not from this world, we are residents of Satlok and we will go there. There is no scarcity over there. There is a similar creation over there. After going there, your family will form again, the son, daughter, husband, wife, father, mother that you love here. If you all do bhakti, all of you as it is will form a family over there, live in luxury over there. Is there any compulsion to live in this evil world? Today, if you are living in some village and you own a small piece of land and are just about managing with a lot of difficulty. And now if you are given 100 acres of land in some other state which has already a tube well, has all the facilities with a beautifully built home and you are asked to go and live there. What will you do? Immediately you will leave the small land and move to that place. You won't even look at this place again. So this is the situation of Satlok. Once you go there, you will have a luxurious life. So here God says, once you come in my refuge, I will end all your mutual debts. And pious souls, a devotee will be one who will move away from the worldly traditions, then only he will be able to do bhakti, otherwise doing worship is not possible. Now you have to start your journey on the path of bhakti. It is recommended to have as little baggage as possible. But if he has a lot of baggage, then how many steps can he take? Won't be able to walk. So he will have to leave all traditions. And these will only be removed by knowledge. Only by knowledge. So in this way we will move forward on this path. Destiny is in the hands of God. No wonder what He may do in a blink of an eye.